Hello, and welcome. My name is Michelle. I am your emotional resilience coach, and today we're going to talk about the other person in your relationship with the narcissist. Now, hang in there. I know you're thinking, what? What are you talking about? It's just me and this person. There is nobody else. We're isolated. They've estranged everybody. Nobody wants to be around us anymore. It's just us. Who is this other person? It could actually be another person hanging around, or it could be the memories of other people in their lives that they like to hang over your head and always remind you of. I remember years and years ago, I was coaching somebody who had had a boyfriend who had a knack of always comparing his current girlfriend to the previous girlfriend. And he went through quite a few of these. So if you were the current girlfriend, you were never going to be enough. You were always told, oh, when Jane did X or Jane was Y, or, people used to say that Jane was so amazing. What they do is they're always trying to tell you that somehow you're not enough because Jane was so much better. But you got to wonder, why is Jane not there anymore? It's now you. And then what would happen is in this particular guy's life, so this person would now break up with him, or he would break up with them, or whatever would happen, and there would be a new person. And now that person that he was always running down is being built up for this new person as basically you're never going to measure up because you're not like her. You're not as adventurous as her. You're not as exciting as her. You don't cook like her. Whatever the case may be, there will always be this other person in your relationship where they are comparing you to this person. All right? They love to do that. Another thing that they love to do is actually have somebody just waiting in the wings in case things don't work out with you. Either they get really tired of you, or you eventually see through them and you get tired of them. You will be replaced really, really quickly. And this can be confusing and this can be devastating because you ask yourself, but what we have is so incredible, is so special, it's so amazing. How is it that this relationship that we have can be replaced so quickly and so easily by this person without a second thought? And that is because for the narcissist, you're there for their ego. You're there to make them feel good about themselves. You're there to help build them. You're there to make sure that they're okay. You're there to fill needs within them that they don't know how to fill within themselves. And if you don't do a good enough job, or if they feel that they're still uncomfortable, they're inevitably going to feel that void, that emptiness, because it's never your job to do it. Then what they're going to do is they're going to start looking elsewhere, and they're going to use other people as leverage over you, as manipulation over you. That's one way. So it's a sense of control. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to want to work on your jealousy. If I can get you to feel jealous, if I can get you to feel threatened, then I have greater control over you, right? Then I can manipulate the situation for my benefit. If you were to leave, or if I were to get tired or bored, that's okay, because I've got somebody else lined up, ready and waiting. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be any void or need that they have in their lives that they can fulfill, that they can take this person and they can easily replace you and have you spinning and going, where did this come from? How did this happen? Why did this happen? What is going on here? And you have so much cognitive dissonance because things are not adding up for you, because you're thinking, our relationship was so great. Our relationship was so amazing. And we had such an amazing connection, such an amazing bond. And this was special, because a narcissist is really good at making you believe that what you have is special. And there's nothing like this ever, right? They know your vulnerabilities, they know your buttons, they know the things to say, they know how to build you up, and then they very, very easily tear you down again, break you down, because ultimately you're not making them feel good about themselves, and because you're not making them feel good about themselves, it's your fault. It has to be, because just like a child, a small child who doesn't know how to fulfill this need, and that's understandable, they're children. Narcissists are the same. They're overgrown children who don't know how to fill this need, so it becomes your problem. And so they will either have people in your life that they dangle in comparison all the time, or as a threat. Well, if you don't measure up, that's okay. I've got somebody hanging in the background. They might either tell that to you, or you will have absolutely no idea. And they've got their plan B just waiting on the sidelines for you to make a mistake or something to go wrong in the relationship. And then you will be replaced as quick as you can even blink your eyes. It happens so fast. And then people are thinking, well, how could this possibly have been? When did this happen? How did this happen? That person was always there, just in the background. The narcissist was keeping them there, keeping them in place, because when things don't work out with you, then they've got somebody else. And then what will happen is you will find that this narcissist is quite different. They are chameleons. You never ever know a narcissist, because narcissists don't know themselves. So they would have been one way with you. They would have had one set of thoughts, one set of beliefs, one way of being. And then you would think they'd never be with that person, because they're not like that. They are so different, so opposite. And then you'll see them with that person, sometimes people that they might have even kept you in the dark about, by being unkind about them, by saying things like, oh, that person is too this, or they're too that, or I don't like the way they do this. They try and take you off guard. They take you off the scent. So they're not interested in that person. That person will never be in their world, will never be in their circle of influence. And then before you know it, them and that person are the best of friends, or they're having a great relationship. And you're thinking, what happened? How did this happen? Why? When? And you are spinning. And the reason being is that this person was always there, always just waiting, especially if the narcissist is starting to suspect that you are starting to see through their ways, that you're starting to get tired of their manipulation, that you might actually just leave, just walk away. They want you to know that you are replaceable, and they will replace you, because they don't feel like you do. They don't have the same empathy, the same connection. Narcissists take prisoners. They don't have relationships. And so just be on the lookout. If you are being isolated from your friends, if there was somebody that the narcissist is particularly negative about, particularly critical, particularly belittling about this particular person, it is a warning bell that maybe that isn't quite what it is. If they are forever comparing you to somebody else in the past, present, or you should be more like whatever, somebody they're hoping for in the future, let those alarm bells go off in your head that a narcissist is trying to use jealousy to control you, to manipulate you, and to keep you in your place, right? Which basically means under their thumb, where they can maneuver and play with you as and how they feel. And just know that for a narcissist, it is a game of survival. And what I mean by that is they will have people around them to build up their egos, build up their facade, help them keep face. They're all about face and image and being perceived in a certain light. And as soon as anyone sees a crack in their armor, that person, if they cannot control them, is out and will then be belittled, ridiculed, smear campaigned. It will be a nasty, nasty affair. And it is never about you. It is about the narcissist needing to put the fire and to energize their own egos. The only thing you can do is to not be jealous and to walk away. It will save you in the long run. I hope that this has helped. I hope that this has brought clarity. If there is somebody in your relationship, or maybe it's time to look and see who this person is. Maybe it is somebody from the past. Maybe it is somebody that they know. Maybe it is somebody that they even say they don't like. It might very well be the third party in your relationship with a narcissist. Please do hit like, subscribe, the notifications button, and as always, I love to hear from you. Have a most empowered day.